Okay, hey, what's up, you guys? Before you're like, what are you doing on your bed? I am doing another mommy mukbang, and I'm flustered. It's summer. I live in LA, and I have children, so that's all I have to say. If people know, then they know. So I'm gonna be eating sushi on my bed. Let me get one in my mouth because I'm so hungry. Ginger. Eat. I have some water. Don't leave. I know you're thinking about leaving, but don't leave yet. Because I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. Water. Okay. So now that I got a little something in my mouth and my stomach, first I have to say thank you all for being here. I love you guys. I read all my comments. I try to read all my comments. YouTube is doing a great job at filtering out people that leave stupid ass comments, that take their time out of their day to like leave a stupid ass comment, and it's just like, we don't even care. Like, honestly, by now YouTubers are used to, you know, being harassed and bullied, and like, you know, people that don't like them coming back, you know, from their lives, finding them on YouTube and talking shit to them, making fake profiles. Like, who the fuck has time for that? People that don't have jobs, and you might have a job, but your job probably ain't paying you enough, you know what I mean? So you're wasting your time making fake profiles to leave stupid ass messages. But anyways, YouTube is doing a great job at that. But you know, there's also other things that YouTube is doing that is like not fair. But you know, we just gotta kind of persevere as people that make content for you guys, and we gotta just keep on going and find different ways of doing things and stuff like that. I'm still learning how to not cuss so much and not say some things. So, you know, these are just California rolls, and then I got a little bit of a crunch roll right here that I split with my oldest daughter. She's eating as well, and she's taking care of the baby downstairs, so I have to hurry up because he was asleep, and I was planning on doing this while he was asleep, but he woke up, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta hurry up and eat. So that's why I call these my mommy mukbangs, and I do it in my room on my bed because I try to hurry up and eat while, you know, y'all know. I have some ginger and some soy sauce mixed right here. With that being said, YouTube is really filtering out like people that leave, you know, curse words and stuff like that. I'm really starting to love like YouTube again, and the community, and like people that love me, and people that leave me such beautiful comments. Obviously, I need you guys to know, if you comment, I read your comment. If I heart your comment, that means I've read it and I've laughed at it, or I've, you know, or if you told me something sentimental or something personal, or a story or whatever, if I hearted your comment, that means I read it and I felt it. I obviously don't have all the time in the world to comment to everybody, which makes me sad because I wish I did. I know in the beginning I did do that, and my hand now, like I'm almost certain that I have like carpal tunnel or something, because whenever I edit videos, my hand will hurt for the next week. Like, it hurts so bad. Like, it starts at the tip of my finger and it goes to the middle of my hand and it hurts so bad. So I obviously can't comment on everybody's comment, which I wish I could. Sometimes I'll read all the comments, I'll heart them, and then I'll go back to them, read some of them again, and like comment back to them. So, you know, I'm trying, but I definitely read your comments. So please comment anything you want, and I'll most certainly read it and hopefully get back to you. So I really appreciate the love that a lot of you guys are sending to me and commenting to me, and just like every time I talk about it, I could cry. Okay, so I don't really want to talk about it anymore. I want to talk about something else because I don't want to get to crying. Ain't nobody got time for that today, okay? We trying to eat in a hurry. So these are just tempura fried vegetables, and it's so good. So here's the story I have for you today. So this weekend, I've been trying to take my kids on as much adventure as possible during summer. And this weekend we took them to Eden Canyon. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen the pictures and the posts I post on there, on my story and stuff like that. If you don't follow me on Instagram yet, what are you doing? I post a lot of stuff on there, a lot of stuff. So we went to Eden's Canyon, which is about a 45-minute to, they said an hour, but it didn't feel like an hour. It felt like maybe like 40 minutes. A 40-minute hike. I could be wrong, but that's what I was told, so somebody probably lied to me. But it's a hike. You hike through the wilderness or the mountains or whatever to a location where there is a beautiful waterfall. And oh my god, I had such a great time with my children. It was just, I love hiking. I really love working out. I really do love working out, and I love hiking, and I love all that. It was just beautiful. Like, it kind of like recharged my soul. Like, I felt so re-energized when I got home. Yes, I was a little sore and tired. You know, the hike was a little hard on my little chunky body, but at the end of the day, I felt very energized. I loved it. So we went to the canyon, but y'all know, as a family, I had about 11 people in my car, which I took my family, I took my little brother, my sister, her son, and I took my nephew. So there was a lot more people. And you know, we gotta stop to get drinks, and we gotta stop to get food, and then we decided to get sandwiches, and then we decided to get Starbucks. So we drove up more near the canyon, which I think is Monrovia. I'm not sure. I don't want to be wrong, but it's near like the mountains. Pasadena. My bad. I think it's Pasadena. So we go into Pasadena and we decide to get Starbucks. This is where things get interesting. So we park and we decide, everybody decides they want to use the restroom. They have to pee. So I'm like, okay, let's everybody get off. There's a guaranteed restroom at Starbucks. Everybody gets off. I'm the last actually to go, because my sister, my brother, and my oldest daughter led the way into Starbucks. I noticed a lady sitting outside of Starbucks, because there's always two little chairs, or like two little like a table and two chairs outside of Starbucks. If you guys seen Starbucks, if you guys are not familiar with Starbucks, it's basically a cafe. Picture like where they sell coffee, like lattes and like frappes and stuff like that. And then outside basically of, you know, a coffee shop, there would be, you know, two small seats outside for, you know, in case you decide to sit with whoever you're with outside. So there's a lady sitting by herself. She has a hat on. She has what seemed to be like workout clothes. And see, I'm a woman, so I notice, I pay attention to detail. You know what I mean? I notice what people are wearing. You know, I notice, like, you know, I just look at details like that, because if I like their hat, or if I like their sweater, or, you know, I'm a woman. Y'all know, women know. Women pay attention to women. So okay, so she has what seems to be workout clothes, but she has this like workout sweater that zips up, and it's kind of like, if you zip it all the way up, it turns into a turtleneck. So she has it zipped up to here. She has a hat. She looks like as if she was gonna, like, if she just came back from working out. She has a hat, her hair back to a ponytail. She has glasses, and she is sitting there. She has her purse on the table. When she's going through her purse, I remember seeing her like having a lot of stuff on the table going through her purse. She didn't look like a homeless lady. She looked like she was well-to-do. I remember she had these nice Nikes on. And she's sitting there, and I watch everybody walk in. I make sure everybody walks in. I ask whoever's left in the car, oh, do you guys want anything? No? Okay, I'm going in. I proceed to walk in. I'm the last one to walk in. She turns to look at me, and she looks at me up and down just like this as I'm passing by her. And she goes, and she's like nodding her head, and I'm looking at her, and I turn back to look at the back of her head, and she's like, oh my God, like that. And I'm like, was she like, I know for sure she was looking at me, because I seen her turn and look at me. I seen her look at me up and down. I thought she was gonna tell me like, you know, oh, cute shirt, or like, are those all your kids, or something, you know, like interested into like what was going on with me. So no, she basically looks at me up and down, and then she proceeds to just you know, and I'm just like, wow. I'm like, okay, so she's probably body shaming me. Like at this point in time, I feel body shamed. I'm wearing, I'll put a picture of here what I'm wearing, just as in reference, so you guys could know how I was looking. And, you know, to be honest, I don't feel like I was showing too much. I don't feel like I was showing any like cleavage. Like I wasn't really showing my belly. It was a tube top, but I had my bra on, so it wasn't like my boobs were hanging out, you know. So at this point, I'm like, wow, like, okay, you know. And it's really weird that things like this have been happening to me lately. And I'm thinking it's that Mercury retrograde thing that people talking about, this whole eclipse thing, because this has like been going on a lot. And because I feel like, because I'm, you know, my sign, I'm a Pisces, I'm connected to the moon and all this stuff, I feel like it's like going on around me a lot, and I'm just very sensitive to it. And I don't know, but this has been maybe the 5th time that an altercation has happened to me in public, you know, like random altercations. Okay, so I go into Starbucks. I kind of forget about it. I kind of forget about that whole situation, honestly, because I was so busy with the kids, and there was a lot of us making sure we all go to the restroom, making sure my nieces and nephews go to the restroom, making sure, you know, then they all wanted something, so we all had to get in line and get whatever they wanted and make sure everybody had their drink, and y'all know what it is. So I'm being a mom, I'm in my mommy mode, so I forget about the whole situation. So little by little, I'm sending people to the car. I tell my oldest to take my youngest, my middle. They got their drinks, I said, go to the car. My brother, take my nephew, go to the car. Little by little, I'm sending people out. My sister was left with her son. And my little nephew decided to run back in because he said he has to use the restroom because he didn't get to use it. So he runs back in. So I'm about to walk out. He runs back in. My sister grabs her son. So she's holding her son. He's 3. She has some drinks on this side. So she's kind of carrying a lot. She's kind of like struggling on what she's doing. So I see my nephew running out. So I decide to open the door. So I decided to open the door back up for her. Like, open it wide. So the lady's sitting right near the door. Right on this side. So I come out of the door. I hold the door open because she has a few drinks in her hand. And her son. And my nephew's running out. So I decide to open the door. And as I'm opening the door, I guess my body goes near the woman. It doesn't touch her, but you know, I'm kind of like opening it wide, so I kind of like go near her. She proceeds to turn around and be like, have this fit, like have this crazy manic fit. I had to eat a sushi to that one. She has this crazy manic fit. She yells, "Oh my God, I don't want your fucking tits in my face. Excuse me." I'm like, okay, there's children. So me being, you know, the classy, chunky woman I am, I'm like, you know, I've become a lot more classier, obviously, because I'm a mother. I have hella children with me. I'm making an example of a mother. You know what I mean? Of the adult woman figure. So, you know, I hold myself with dignity. I almost feel like if these women, and I don't even want, I wasn't going to mention this, but they have been white. But I almost feel like as if these women, and when I talk about white women, I'm not talking about all white women. When I say specifically, like sometimes I've said, oh, white people this or white people that. Like I'm not speaking on all white people. You know what I mean? I'm just speaking like on those type of white people. Okay, so because there is still some white people that are very racist, and I'm not gonna say all white people are racist. I'm just gonna say, because I've met a lot of cool white people. I'm friends with white people. I love other races. Like I love people. I love all people. I give you a chance, but when you mess up that chance, that's on you. Okay, so I feel like these people that I've been running into and having altercations with felt like, because of the way I looked, kind of stereotyping me, they probably automatically assumed that I was going to get all crazy and all ghetto and up in her face and like want to fight, you know what I mean? And I didn't do that. And in opposite, they have became the people that got like that. And it was just like, and I was just, you know, standing up like a, you know, like a beautiful brown woman, and just like what? Like, you look ridiculous right now. Like, you really do. Like, you're looking very ridiculous. Why are you yelling? What is your problem? You know what I mean? So I'm holding the door up and she's yelling right here. I totally ignore her. I let my sister, her son, my nephew, I let them go. And she's calling me a bitch, a whore. She's telling me that, I don't know, she was calling me every name under the sun. Calling me disgusting. And I'm like, okay, okay, ma'am, okay, if that's how you feel, you know. And I'm basically like this. I'm smiling. I'm like, okay, like, I'm happy. Like, I don't know if you're having a bad day. I don't know if you're having a problem. I don't know what's wrong with you, what's going on in your life, but I'm happy and I'm gonna continue to stay happy. Like, I'm not gonna let you ruin my day, okay? So, you know, I'm like laughing. I'm just like smiling, like, I'm happy. Like, I'm gonna be happy. You want to feel, you know, you felt some type of way about me since I came in this door, and I'm not gonna be able to change that. Like, feel how you feel. I'm gonna be happy. You feel how you feel. You stay over there, keep your negative energy right there, ma'am, and I will stay over here and keep my peaceful, loving, beautiful, happy to be with my family, happy to be alive, happy to be here, happy to like be who I am. I'm gonna stay that way. So, you know, I was just exuding happiness towards her. And I was just like, yes, yes, yes. I walked away. I twirled twice. I walked away and I was like walking all sexy, like, yeah, that's what I am. Oh, yeah, you say I'm this, you say I'm that, okay. And she's like, yeah, you think you're sexy. You think you're sexy. And she's yelling. And she's like, you're this and you're that. And I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, I'll be that. I'll be that. So I get everybody, I get all the children into the car. And I'm like, no, at this point, nobody knows what's going on. The only one that heard her yelling was my sister. And all my sister heard was the first part where she was like, oh, your tits are in my motherfucking face. And when she heard her cussing, she just started walking faster. So as we're like taking off, we get in the car. As we're taking off, we have to like kind of go forward to where she's at. She's still yelling. She looks at my car. I look at her and I'm like, bye, ma'am. I love you.